Super Gap 2/1/2012. What's it related to today? It's related to the Chinese news overnight. We all know that. However, within bull cycle runs, we have to go back about 15 years in prior times to figure out when we seen a January like that. Well, the stimuluses are definitely working. What our main focus is called exhaustion bull gaps, or bull gaps. They're bull cycle trends. They're bull cycle moves that get exhausted in price. Then the intraday gives you a positive short debit to support levels. There will be breakout levels off of support levels that go up into new resistance levels, meaning that on the way up, they got to go through resistance levels. They would look like this. Okay, this is a futures right now, EMINI 100. However, stocks will follow the same pattern as I have fully showing people why. So bull runs and bull cycles get bull exhaustion that are good for your intraday interaction with that reversal. However, you need to know that they will come to their support levels because they're not in bear mode. They're in bull mode reversals called exhaustion in price, where the price just gets up there and it gets up there a little bit more, and then they have to pull back, and they will. And they'll give you, in our system, could be 517 pullback. But stocks will look the same way. For the month of February, stocks will trade in a very defined delta range within the SMF platform. And they will be accurate. At exhaustion highs, the price levels will be there, the reversal levels, then the support levels. The support levels. So in pre-market, going into the opening bell, your primary focus is to watch the exhaustion of certain stocks like Priceline, like Google, like Apple, like ISRG, like CMG, which is going to be reporting earnings very soon. And it's up here at $369 a share. So ISRGs, these high beta stocks, they're going to trade a certain way. And here's the ISRG. It's getting right back up to where the earnings went, as I said it would. And these are the opportunities. They will remain this way in calendar 2012 in certain monthly bull cycles. However, let us tell you that a lot of the earnings have been marked down. It doesn't matter. What matters is your bull cycle has been created with headline news, and you're starting a new calendar month. And just let it be known, you go up to the highs from exhaustion, and they pull back to their support levels. And this is the primary example, once again, of how they're going to actually trade intraday. And that those pullbacks on the good quality ones, once they shake out the little bull buyer there, and it gets to that little support level on low volatility, these are great trades. I like them because your risk is very minimal at those price support levels where those bottoms are being put in on their pullbacks to go long. So you got two sides of a fairly lower volatility market that your short debits will only be to a certain point, dollar range, or even half dollar ranges. It doesn't matter, but You will have some good ones, and they're all going to do just like this. And then they're going to find their support levels like this, and then they'll go up, and you would buy them and sell into the resistance levels on the way back up. That's how today's trading range will be. As far as your pre-market news goes, you've got the super gap in play. You've got the Amazon trade that we featured last night in after hours and had these very same price levels all the way down there. And once again, will Amazon trade off the bottom and make a lot of money? It will. It will move at least $2.7 off of its intraday low. And the volume entry management is that as you make the low, you scale in with low volume risk management. However, when the turn is clearly there, then the volume management can increase because that move is going in the direction that you need to be involved with at that wholesale price. It's always wholesale, not retail. We did not buy calls, or we had some puts that were out there on it, but not a lot, but we had some. The thing about it is, for taking advantage of Amazon today, I'm going to show you how to steal it. Just remember, they don't like their margins. They're about $1 billion light on revenue. And it reminds me back in the dot bomb days when Amazon was way up at the high. Mr. Bezos went out there. Boy, was he spending up money at the wrong time. But everyone was in that bull capacity level back in those days. But he's repeating it on the balance sheet again. Now, the nice thing to know, MMT, is how the 175 call that closed at $22, put bids out there right now. This is a 175 call. Put a bid out there at $1.70. Right now. Just throw it there. Don't even ask why. They closed at $22. They're going to get taken down. They're taken to the woodshed on that. The 170 call that was up here at $25.76, go ahead, put it out there at $3.50. 3.5. How do you like me now? Just let it be known that this is live here and now. And these bids are being put out 37 minutes before the market's even opening up. And we are masters at stealing that bid. Now, that's the way to do this trade, is to get down below it. And the 175 is right here. Now, if you take a look carefully at Amazon, it's trading in our delta ranges down here where we were in pre-market last night, making trades off the bottom, and it went right back up. That first pass, I believe, well, we got resistance up there that it can run up to 182 in the delta. I know that. I also know right around the 180.5 handle that's going to have some resistance level. I do know that last night at 4 delta mark, somebody told me we were right around, I don't know, 172 and some change on the lower end. And we're going to see where that short squeeze would come in and raise it higher. It's the morning after, and we get a chance to make good by being disciplined as we were. We did not have people holding the calls, but the people who did have calls were sold into those earnings. And Amazon performed with the bull, and the earnings season hasn't been that great for a lot of them. However, just like ISRG, is that when you have a bull tape winding for you, you got to take advantage of it. So I'm going to get some live entry orders with folks on how to steal that 575 call on the opening bell. Not this one. This was on Google, but I'm going to be watching that on Google. But that's this one here, the 175 call I'm stealing the bid. And then I'm going to sell it back to the public. I'm going to walk away with my money because that's what I enjoy doing. And let it be known 30 minutes before the opening bell. And let it be known how this bid will be sold. And let it be known how it will be sold back to the public. And how you will walk away a winner.